I've got Masters of the Universe Wave 5 coming up after this. Okay, we have a big reproduction, reissued, recolored selection for Wave 5, if this is Wave 5. Evil-Lyn, recolored. Her knees are supposed to be different. I don't know if that's true. Faker, it's He-Man with Skeletor armor. And Merman, Lords of Power. I was going to say I'm most excited about him, but I mean, Fisto is a new character. Lords of Power. I'm so happy we're getting them. Beastman has been announced. They colored him red. That's a bit upsetting. It's not really, because it's really cool to get them. I'm so happy. I don't have as much confidence that the new PowerCon things will be reissued in the regular line, so I think I'm going to have to buy those. This Lords of Power pack would have cost me $600 by the time exchange and taxes and import fees for me to get in Canada, so I did not get it. These are definitely good enough. In fact, I prefer less paint deco on my toys, so these versions I think I like the most. This is what the back of the art looks like. I do love the art. I have to say, I really love the sketches that I've seen of the art. The colors are a little bit digital. I do miss the more painting styles that the original toys were given. But Axel does amazing artwork, and all of the little homages and hints of things to come. The package is so well designed. I love the artwork on here. I love how the cross-cell is displayed and everything. It's so retro. It's so reminiscent of the original. We have a new comic book in here. 3 recolors, and yet I'm still super stoked and excited to get these. I need to get a good pair of scissors and cut them out of the bubbles and get my glasses on. Wow. Opening these, I am instantly reminded of why these are my new favorite action figures of all time. The best reincarnation of the figures themselves. I mean, I love retro vintage toys, but they have been modernized. The colors are updated. I don't know. The thing that I loved most about Masters of the Universe were, well, their hunky chunkiness. But secondly was their strange 70s color combinations, because these were developed in the 70s, built in the 80s. But it brings new life into these with these great pops of color. The promo pictures don't give these justice. They also have the minimal paint, which is something that makes me love a toy line the most. The different colors mostly come from the accessories. So we just got this different outfit molded in orange, and the boots are a different plastic. And let's look at Faker's chest. I love the feel of the rubber that these toys are made with. Great plastic, rubbery plastic. The print on his chest is amazing. So well screened on, so well done. It looks so good. Like, it's perfect. Hair looking great. Is the mold different on the hair? Yeah, it's a different, the hair is a different mold. That's why that color is popping, not just paint. Less room for error. Man, he looks good. So good. Yeah, Mattel Plastics, they know what they're doing. So we have the classic head, which everyone loves. It's so good. He comes with a orange power sword. It is a full sword. And let's check out the grip in this. So this head did come with battle armor, He-Man, and people were very happy to get. Now that we are getting this head on Faker, people want to see this head. But I don't mind either. I love them both. I'm so happy. And especially in this line, we can mix and match and move the heads around, and they keep recreating the heads for different deluxe figures, and you can make the quintessential figure that you love the most. That brings us to Merman. and he is looking so different. But something that I noticed that I love is that his new gloves and feet match so well with this armor, so you can really mix and match that. Again, like I said in the beginning, he has less paint on him, and I love that. So he is like the Lords of Power, PowerCon exclusive, but less deco in different colors. I was not able to get that. Way too much money for me to spend at the time. I don't know if I can let the new ones, the new PowerCons, pass me by though. I think I have to get those. Pixel Dan just did an awesome interview with Mattel talking about those things. You definitely want to check that out because they're amazing exclusives. I don't think there's ever been better exclusives, especially the Castle Grayskull add-on pack. And I don't think that they will be remaking those in different decos for the consumer line, so I am going to have to try my hardest to hunt down those. He looks amazing. I love that I can mix and match. That is something I am going to do at the end of the video. I'm going to put this armor. No, I love this armor so much though. His skin is a different color, so you can't just swap his boots. But I do love how his boots were made. I always thought that these little bubbles would go over the top and that the cut would be at the boot. It's not. But I think what I'm going to do at the end of the video, I'll put this armor on him to see what all of the yellow by itself looks together. This head is definitely superior. So classic. Can't wait to get Stinkor, which was announced. His corncob sword is in, it's like a color of its own. It really is. It's a third yellow. Does it fit into his hand? I don't think it fits into his hand. It's a really weird shape. Oh yeah, it does. It's got the guard, so you can squeeze it in there. Yeah, it is a third yellow. Same sword though, different molded plastic. Merman, so awesome. And Evil-Lyn. I love these little packages. It's like little extra bonus Christmas presents. This is the difference between the colors of her staff. Love that staff. Used to glow in the dark in the original one. And then we have Evil-Lyn, and the face looks so good. Like, I mean, it's just a repaint, but it turned out so well. Oh, and that's something I did not show you. These logos. I'm going to have to cut these out and save them. I usually just cut around the outer shell of the bubble and save the whole top plate, but the artwork looks great. I love those stickers. I love this new Lords of Power logo. I wonder if we're going to get that on the Green Goddess. I wonder if they're going to extend that to her. Let me show you these two together. I didn't think I would be this excited. I didn't think I would be this happy with her because she's just the redeco, but there's something about the color that is incredible. Such a well-chosen color. And the face paint is so awesome too. These are beautiful figures. I mean, we have black boots now that we can interchange. Oh, wow. Yeah, I love her. The face, it just stands out on this color. The knees, they did say in that Pixel Dan video with the interview that the knees were updated in this Evil-Lyn, but that is not true. They are exactly the same, so we will see when these changes do take place. The Green Goddess promo picture looks so good too, but the knees don't seem to have changed there either. And then lastly, we have Fisto. If you take reference to his included propaganda, you can see that the fist is not removable. So don't be pulling on that because something disastrous will happen. This is our only new character. He looks great. His harness is harder, not as hard as the original one, but still not as rubbery as some of the other armor. I'm so excited to get King Randor. King Randor has Jitsu's armor though, I believe, but it is the same kind of style. This is Clampchamp's armor. Is that true? Where's my Clampchamp? I've taken Clampchamp's armor off him and made him into Randman. I want to see them together because it's like an army. Oh, here it is. Yeah, they might look great together because of their matching armor. It would have been cool if it was the same color, because that way it could be more like a palace guard kind of thing. He does kind of suffer from pea head. He has kind of a smaller head, maybe. kind of. I like when the heads are much bigger on these figures, but he looks good. And I mean, he's a bearded, tough looking Nordic kind of, with his lighter brown hair, and he's got his conventional loincloth and purple boots on. No spring-loaded action on his fist or arm, and I'm totally okay with that. It's not like I want to use that feature. I'd rather just be able to pose him with this awesome silver fist. It's harder to do up these tabs. I do like that this is a little more softer plastic than the hard shell clip-on ones. It feels less apt to break. But yeah, he is awesome. Lots of articulation. Let me show you the rest of these little inserts. I love these so much. They're like having collector cards. I do wish they would have made these stickers card inserts so that they would be easier to collect, but I love these diagrams. I'm so happy that they're letting kids, really us, know where the points of separation are. But it's the schematic artwork that I love so much. And then here's the international comic, so you can see what the artwork looks like uninterrupted by any of the text, because in Canada on these international books we do not get the text. I do love this comic a lot. I love all of these comics, and I love the cross-cell artwork. So cool, so awesome, so glad to get another series of these. These are awesome. Stay tuned to the end. I will show you what he looks like in his matching armor. So the difference between this merman's armor is that his little belt piece comes attached to the bottom part, and it's not like attached, it's molded as one piece. And then on the Lords of Power, we got a whole other little loincloth like Skeletor has. That was a very uncommon. I think Skeletor is the only original figure to have this. I said this in one of my last Masters of the Universe Origins or WWE videos, is that these pieces really set these action figures apart from any other action figure. The fact that you could dress them up in these different little harnesses and outfits and loincloths, that's what set the original line apart from other action figures, is that they were kind of G.I. Joe dress-upable. I mean, I don't really want to take these awesome pieces of armor off because this style is so much more 70s retro than the ones that we have now. Just those little doohickeys and the bigger spikes and everything. You can really see that 70s influence that the original toy line had in those. However, the thing about this Origins line is that it's so mix and matchable. And oh yeah, it looks really good because his face still matches his little shorts. His head is really loose, super loose. I haven't had a figure that had this loose before. But yeah, this looks good with the gloves matching the harness and the shorts matching the mask. Real awesome. And this kind of works the other way too with him. Hands down, my favorite action figures of all time. By the way, this is Fisto's sword. He has the same sword as Triclops, recolored. One of the other things that I love about Masters of the Universe. Find that very lifelike. I like the consistency, but the differences. That's a nice big sword. They did a really good job. It has more detail than even the original. Hey, they look like they could date. Look, this couple dresses the same.